With the ABM Rinkai TMS, you can not only plan routes in dynamics, but also track actual performance with GPS data. So let's analyze how to track the actual execution of routes. To do this, it is necessary to select the delivery plan that interests you and press the GPS button. Now the system starts collecting data from GPS devices as well as automatically comparing the parameters of the plan and the fact that we have for each route of each vehicle. After automatic comparison, we can see what parameters we had for each car in reality. Let's choose a vehicle called plate number 02. It showed the planned mileage of 428 kilometers, but in fact, the driver drove 2 kilometers more. The average time at the points was expected to be 6 minutes, but in fact, the car spent on average 1 minute longer at each delivery point. The average speed along the route, which was calculated based on the planned parameters, was 58.9 kilometers per hour. We see the difference with the actual speed, which visualizes that this car was driving slightly ahead of the planned indicator. The system also has a list of delivery points for each car, which are shown as blocks on a Gantt chart. Hovering over them, we see that the client is highlighted, at what time the driver was supposed to arrive there, what weight, volume of the order was delivered. Therefore, all detailed information is displayed. Depending on how the delivery point was visited and whether it was visited at all, we can see that the blocks can be red for unvisited points, they can be green and yellow. For points visited on time, green. Untimely, yellow. If it is late, that is arrival after the time window, the system highlights them with an exclamation mark. Accordingly, those blocks that we have marked in yellow but without an exclamation mark are not late but early arrival. Now let's take a closer look at how the vehicle was moving on the map. To do this, let's select the car we are interested in and click View. The system will show us with purple vectors how the planned route was laid, and in orange how the driver actually drove. As you can see, the driver almost didn't deviate from the route and moved mostly along the planned routes. Visually, we see the points that have been delivered. The visited points are shown in green, not visited in red. In particular, the system registers the actual unplanned stops that the driver made while following the route. Just like in planning, here you can switch between routes, viewing the next routes without going to the main interface. Returning to the route execution process, let's see exactly how the driver visited the points. We have two versions of the sequence. The first is planned, the second is actual. All the tables in the system are interactive, so we can sort both the planned order and the actual order. Next, we can view the list of customers who were visited as part of the route. A time window is drawn for each client and the time the car spent at the point is visually shown. If we select a row, we will see a list of actual stops according to GPS data with their duration, start time, as well as the accuracy of the combination, which shows the distance for the coordinates indicated for this point. In this case, the first stop was 42 meters away. The second stop was 19 meters away. Also, for each point, the duration that we assumed is indicated. In this case, the duration is 6 minutes. There is a difference between the actual duration and the planned duration. So, at the first point, the car was for 17 minutes more than the planned 6 minutes. At the next one, for 2 minutes more, then for another 2 minutes as well, and so on. Hence, we can have a detailed review for each delivery point, what time it was set, and how much time the driver actually spent at the delivery point. We can also look at the general parameters for the given day, analyzing it in different sections. Overruns, average time at a point, unvisited points, unplanned stop for each car, at what time and how long the vehicle was parked there, all arrivals of drivers outside the time window, which are accompanied by either lateness or early arrival, points in which the car saved time, as well as those where I spent more than planned. In the system, it is possible to save the results of comparing the plan with the fact for further analysis. To do this, we press Save and record or overwrite the data for the current day and the current depot.